As a link nurse, I found it really helpful. It's benefited not just our team at the practice, but also for patients. They've been knowledgeable. We've been able to talk to the team and discuss concerns and get some feedback, not just written, but verbally as well. So it's been really beneficial. So the POI education and training has helped me in my practice by increasing my knowledge base, but also it's been able to give me skills and tips on how to talk to patients, how to help my staff talk to patients and bring up those difficult questions in a way that's therapeutic and supportive to families, because it's not always easy to have those conversations. POI mentoring and coaching has benefited not only my colleagues but my team by giving us skills on how to deal with awkward situations that we don't feel comfortable in. It also gives us tips and advice on areas that we hadn't thought about for caring for a patient and adding more support where we think we might not be doing so well, and they've given us the added background to say that you're actually doing fine. So the outcomes for family in whānau for being involved with the PPAs and POI is that they know that we're getting expert help with the specialist palliative team. It means that it gives them confidence, it gives families the knowledge that we're actually getting support. As a primary health care, you might not always have the experience, and knowing that you can go and get advice from an experienced team is really valuable, but it gives confidence to the families that we're doing the best possible care for their family. The outcomes that we've seen for patients in whānau, sometimes they've been referred to hospice, and sometimes it's a case of changing some of our care and giving tips and advice to family on ways to help them, but also tips and advice to help the practice as well, the GPs and the nurses, on able to do the care in a way that's beneficial to the family in whānau. So we had a gentleman that had recently been discharged from hospital, who'd been a really well man living on his own, quite independent, and after his discharge from hospital he had deteriorated quite a bit. The family weren't expecting it, they weren't used to having an unwell father. And so that was quite distressing for the family, and we were spending a lot of time on the phone with his family, reassuring them, supporting them, giving them advice. But being able to be part of the PPA and talk to the POI team, we were able to reassure the family and give them advice and tip from experts that we previously wouldn't have thought about. And that was so beneficial to this family. It gave them reassurance, it gave them comfort, but also it just helped not just the family in whānau, but also the team and the practice in a way that was going to benefit not only this individual, but the family as well. Going into the actual education days, when you're working alongside the other link nurses, that's really good, because you get to be able to bounce off the other nurses, and you find other link nurses that work in your same area, so they might not necessarily be at your practice, but they might be quite a few kilometres away. So that was quite beneficial. It was quite supportive as well, knowing that you could actually phone other link nurses and ask their advice, not just the POI program. And it also meant that you could get to know what else is available in your area. It also means that you, working with other link nurses, you find out what's available in your area that you might not necessarily have thought about. With patients that you didn't think about, because I think most people think when they think palliative, they think oncology. They don't think your cardiac, they don't think the renals, they don't think the dementia patients or the COPDs. And doing this POI program, you actually start thinking outside the box and educating your colleagues and your GPs about different people.